Hi, everybody, and welcome to week 2 of our summer semester here in 602. A little bit about what we'll be doing this week. My recommendation is you always visit the assignments calendar and see what the assignments are for the week. It's laid out here for you in a checklist format. So this week we're beginning our discovery and investigation into both instructional systems design and the ADDIE model. ADDIE is the primary foundational model, probably the most frequently referenced model in ISD. So it's an acronym with which you'll become very, very familiar, and trying to outline for you what the ADDIE model is through a series of readings and blog posts for you. So this week you'll watch this presentation. I will typically post the weekly video on Monday morning after I've reviewed any of your assignments. So look for a refreshed, new, current weekly presentation for you every Monday morning. I'll load that through YouTube. Some of you have already done this, gone in and posting to the Why I'm Here discussion forum. I've loaded the ATD State of the Industry report for you as a PDF. Recommend you take a look at that, as well as the Udemy 2022 Workplace Learning Trends. Both are loaded for you. I've also provided links to a series of readings I'd like for you to explore on the web. We do have a free ebook download as our primary reference material this semester. There's a chapter in there called the 10-Minute ID Degree, and I recommend you read that as well. Throughout the semester, you'll be working on something that I refer to as your job aid. Your job aid is a collection of all of the things you want to remember and can't afford to forget that you have learned throughout your time here in 602. So think of this as an advanced organizer. Think of it as a quick reference. Think of it as the job aid you want to take with you as a result of your participation here this semester. It's unique to you. It captures what you learned, specifically what you learned, not what other people learned, what you don't want to forget, and what you want to make sure you have to carry forward with you into your ISD career. I refer to it as a job aid. It can be any format you like. It can be a PowerPoint. It can be a website. I've even had people do this as a Pinterest board. You can do it as a video. You can record your own podcast. It can be a web link roll. It can be anything you like, anything that you think you will use in reference to remember what you've learned here. So you will want to start that and address it every week, because hopefully you're learning something each week you're here. This week, we also begin our foundational assignment, okay? This week, we're going to start looking into the common knowledge, skills, and abilities, KSAs, that are required for careers, entry-level careers in ISD. You can do this research any way you like. You can visit job boards, you can look at LinkedIn, you can reference the ATD State of the Industry report, any place that you think you would go to look to understand what it takes to be competitive for an entry-level job in ISD. KSAs, knowledge, skills, and abilities. And as you begin that work into these common knowledge, skills, and abilities, or the experience that companies and the workplace is looking for, I also am asking you to begin some research into other common models of ISD. We'll dig into this deeper when we are in 603 together, but to help you get an understanding of the depth and the breadth and the scope of what ISD is, in addition to our work in the ADDIE model, I'm asking you to go out and do a little research on some other models as well. There's over 100, so you won't have any lack of content here. I recommend taking a look at the Assure, Dick and Carey, and the Kemp model, but there are plenty out there. You pick, you decide, it's up to you. The goal of this assignment that you'll be working on over the next couple of weeks is to really lay a foundation for you to understand what ISD is, how it's interpreted in the workplace, what makes you competitive for a career in ISD, and to really start building your basic lexicon inside of the ISD field. So that's what we're doing here, getting an understanding of both knowledge, skills, and abilities, as well as common models frameworks, and terminology that are used inside of this field. I've provided a lot of that to you through the readings, the assigned readings, but some of that is also for you to do through your own research in ways that are agreeable to you, familiar to you, and common to you. There's no wrong way to do this assignment unless you choose not to do it at all. Okay, so that's our assignment for this week. We have also all introduced ourselves on the discussion board, which is great. We have a really small class this semester, so we will all know each other really, really well by the end of these 12 weeks together. If you haven't yet, stop in and say hello to your other classmates. You'll also find that your portfolios are ready and waiting for you here under the Portfolios tab. A portfolio is really, it's just a wiki. When you select the link, I'm sorry, when it's not letting me go there, it's because I'm not logged in as a student. When you log into your portfolio, it's going to present to you some different pages for you to take a look at or build. You have to build your own pages. There'll be an editor, a text editor that'll be very familiar to you. It looks a lot like what you'd see in Word. The goal of the portfolio or the wiki is to make your work visible and public so that we can all learn from it. I'll post my comments there. I'll share my feedback there. Very similar to the instructional approach I outlined for you in the syllabus. I believe you're going to learn more from each other than you're going to learn simply from me. So this is community-based learning. If there's any feedback I need to provide to you or discussions that we need to have that are not appropriate for us to have with other people viewing them, we'll do that through email. But general feedback, comments on your work, praise, ways to do it better, it's all public feedback so that we can all benefit from the community learning. It might be a little bit different approach for you, but I think that you will gain a lot from it. And it also gives you the opportunity to review and comment on each other's work. And I'm sorry that I can't show you that. It's just because I'm logged in as an instructor and we're in the student view mode. I also want to point out this link for you. This brings you out to the rubrics. There's also assignment sheets here, so I want to point this out to you. For every assignment that you have, this Google site includes for you a description of what we're looking for and why you're doing the assignment. So for the first assignment that you have, preparing for a career in ISD, here's a little consideration for you. What ISD is, what the assignment is intended to bring to you, how you might approach it, prompts for you to consider as you go through the assignment. Okay, so there's no way to do it wrong. In this case, I'm just trying to set you up and give you some guidelines for how you might choose to pursue this particular assignment. When you move into something like a design plan, there's also this comprehensive overview of what the design plan is, and it includes a link to a rubric where you can see the specific things I'm looking for your design plan to include and the points assigned to them. Okay, so in some cases you'll have a very specific rubric, in other cases you will simply have an assignment specification sheet. We'll go through that every week you have an assignment due. I'll make sure you understand what we're working towards, how the work will be evaluated, and how you might choose to approach the assignment. You already saw how the assignments are outlined inside of this assignment checklist. I also want you to take a look because this checklist is the same sequence of content that you're going to find inside of the course materials folder. So here we are inside of week 2, and everything you saw in that assignment checklist is listed out for you here. Okay, so all of the readings are also linked for you here. They're loaded for you here. There's links to the YouTube video. All of that same information is included. It links you out to that Google site. So if you do nothing other than this every single week, reference your assignment checklist, print this, have it available, reference this, and then cross-reference it to the course materials folder. Everything you need is in the same order inside of this material, digitally linked, uploaded for you in the same order you're going to find it on that assignment spreadsheet. If you're curious about an assignment, you don't know how to do it, you want some additional specifications, go out and visit that rubrics tab and you'll get some more information as well. That's all I have for you this week. We're off to a great start. If and as you have questions, go ahead and post them out here in the Ask and Answer discussion forum. You can also tell us anything exciting going on in your life inside of that virtual coffee shop. I'm glad you made the decision to be with us this semester. It's going to go by quickly, so let's get started. Let's have a great week.